Alright, after our little 1 week hiatus due to technical difficulties, we are back at 5 on PSGL on Sunday evening. Demon alone as usual. Let's take a look at the point standings while we wait for everybody to get here. Oops. Refresh. There it is. After his podium last week, Tipson extends his points lead to 8 over Keen. He has 78, Keen with 70, Hagen third with 65, Connor in fourth with 64, Josh in fifth with 60, Russi with 52, Jake Hardy at 51, who is not here tonight. His racing point broke down on the way home, so he's not able to make it to the track. Cooper has 49 points. Grumpy with 40, and rounding out the top 10 is Never Miss. Actually, Never Miss and Simo are tied with 30 for 10th. And as for constructors, I believe if the Toros go 1-2 tonight and Williams score no points, I believe they become constructors champion. Because you need 16 to 12, 28, 29 race, so you need to be up by 58 with 2 to go. So Toro leads with 122, Williams the second with 90, Racing Point with 80, Ferrari 78, Mercedes 74, Renault 64, McLaren 61, Red Bull 46, Haas 39, and Alfa Romeo rounding out the grid with 22. Looks like we have 14 drivers here as they're starting to move around and get ready. Oh, I hear the beeping. In 5 seconds, we'll be loading up to see what kind of weather we have in Brazil. Last night's race was a dry to inters race. Let's see what they will have tonight. Looks like a nice sunny day in the screenshots. There you go, right there. That picture. Turns 1, 2, and 3. Most of the penalties and warnings will be there tonight. And it looks like a dry quali. Alright, we'll enable. Do we want to go fitted or best? I think we'll go fitted for now. Hello, Sketch. Dry/cloudy race. That's good to hear, since I have to work tonight. Get it done quicker. Whoa, that Red Bull was glitching. Who the hell's in Red Bull? There's a Toro up ahead. That'd be Keen. So Keen will be the first car out on the track tonight. There's never safety cars in PSGL. Famous last words. PSGL is a clean league. There are no safety cars. Got a sketch in the chat. Got us on board with his teammate here. The gang's all here. Yeah, that's true. There was a safety car. And Liam's, or Chicken Boy, Chicken Boy's actually not here tonight. Chicken Boy's car was wedged in the barrier. Alright, here it goes. Keen starting his lap. First lap of Brazil F5. Starts now. It took me 25 laps last night to figure out how to take turn one. I kept going through the grass. Down the DR Street. And Grumpy gets out of the way. Hi Cindy, good to see you again on the Sunday evening with her weekly Go Fraggle Go chat. Last week was unfortunate. He got caught up in third corner and crashed out. Alright, so Keen will come to the line with a 8.7 as his banker. And that's how we will kick things off tonight. Frag with a 9.5 on the medium tire. Not bad. Tipson, 8.7. Warren Haig with the same exact time. But somehow he's on pole. I thought whoever gets it first gets pole. But Haig is on pole right now. Here comes Cheater to the line. He will do 9.6. Go board Grumpy. Oh dear. Not used to the no traction sketch. I always run medium myself. If it rains, I put it on full because I'm a wuss. A 110.1 for Grumpy on the medium tires. Actually, I ran medium in a different league today. It rained at Canada and we were on dry tires, and I was able to get around there with medium traction for some reason. So Steven will go 110.2. See what Blue Mosquito could do as he's entering the final corner. It's hard to tell what the final corner is here because it's kind of just one big bend. But he comes up the straight here. Looks like a 9.3. That's good enough for fourth. Never misses on an in lap. Grumpy on an in lap. And Steven on an in lap. Let's see what Brandon could do. Whoa. Loses the back end there. Oh, and that's unfortunate. His tire falls off. You would think from an impact like that, the tire would not fall off because it was square to the wall. But what are you going to do? It's Codemasters. And Blues into the pits. Let's go on board with Sketch here, as he remembered to turn the medium traction back on. Sketch going 9th fastest on the medium tire. And go on board with Josh as he starts his lap here, tonight's lobby host. Josh will come to the line. One of his better tracks. With an 8.7, put him 3rd. Go on board with Cheaters. He's coming up the final hill. Is Bliscoe's pole with an 8.6. Cheater improves to a 9.3. And he gets out of the way. For it looks like Connor, as Connor has started a lap. Connor looking to make it longer than 4 corners this year. Last season, he probably doesn't want to talk about it, but he, this actually was right here he got collected. It was somebody bounced off the wall and came back across the track. I am not sure, Sketch. I didn't even know that was an issue. I mean, I don't go fast enough to notice these things anyway. Personally, I'll be moving down a division next season. High equals better turning. Ah. Connor hugs the white line to the left, and he will go 6th fastest with an 8.8. Look at those gaps. Top 6 are under 0.2 from each other. Let's go with Steven, I guess? Nope, he's on an in lap. Go aboard with Never Miss here. Oh, this car's all out of sorts there. Actually, I did notice that when I was racing last night, that high burns off the ERS faster than 5 does. Oh no, never miss. Oh, he didn't miss that wall. That's for sure. Here comes Simo up to the line. He will do 9 flat, improves by half a second, up to 7th. Whoa. Is he taking a Kimmy line around there? Going board with Grumpy. No, no, never mind. Grumpy's on an in lap. Go up board with Hake for his outlet. Damn. Just, I need to start taking a nap after I work on Saturday nights. Sundays are a hectic day for me. Get out of work at 8, walk home, get home at 9, league race at 11:30. That ends around 1-ish. That's invalid. And then I have comms at 3. And then after comms, I go to bed and go back to work. And Bliss will start his lap, trying to prove his pole time. Human Fish always calls me a machine because I'm never sleeping and I'm always doing something on here. Alright, we'll put this on Sketch, so when he finishes his lap, we'll switch right over to Sketch. Sketch wearing that perfect helmet for the USA race last week. And he's into the pits. Here's Viking Steven in the Williams, who is Sketch's rival for the Constructors title. Toro can clinch the Constructors tonight if Williams scores less than 3 points and they finish first and second. Steven in ninth. Doing the same exact time as Mr. Grumpy. So we got them two at the same exact time and Haig and Tipson with the same exact time. Everybody wants to be twins today. And that's going to be invalid again for Haig, I think. Yep, it is. Oh, Blue got off his lap for somebody who wasn't even on the lap. Up over Josh, who's currently on the in lap after he went fourth. So we have 3 cars, second, third, and fourth, within 12 thousandths of each other. Everybody their outlet. Tipson's almost starting. I'll go on board with Connor. It looks like he's the closest to starting a lap. Great camera angle. Definitely don't want to look at the corner. Not at all. Thank you. Oh, it smells like something's burning. My mom must be cooking. Whoa. That's gonna be invalid, probably. Nice 8/10 down on his time. Anyway. Tipsy with 8.2. So he's not tied with Haig anymore. Similar line. 8.8. Beats Connor by 9 thousandths. Bliss is barely up on his time. I don't think it's good enough for pole, but he will improve his gap for second. Connor's the last one to finish quali. Ah, gotcha. Well, here's the rundown for today at Brazil F5. Tipson on pole, much needed for Williams to try to get back in the constructors fight. Bliss in second, Haig in third, Josh in fourth, Keane in fifth, Simmel in sixth, Connor in seventh, Grumpy in eighth, Sketch in ninth, Steven running out the top 10. Blue Mosquito, Cheater, Never Miss, and Brandon will all start on fresh tires. Which I believe soft to medium, medium to soft will be the go-to here. While they're doing the formation lap, I'm going to use the bathroom really quick. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Looks like formation lap just started, so that's good. Ah, interesting. Blue Mosquito on the hearts. Never miss on the hearts. That's what I did last night. But rain was coming at the end of our race. I was just trying to one stop. And Cheater and Brandon are both on the softs. That's an interesting call for both of them there. Because they're both going to be on the same strategy and they're teammates, and they're both starting outside the top 10. Alright. As the last car gets back to the grid, we will find out very shortly. And 36 laps. Can Williams close the gap on Toro? Can Toro clinch the constructors tonight? And away we go in Brazil. Great start from Haig, it looks like there. Very clean start, it looks like. Cheater already up to 12th. Says he's passed two guys already. The Toro boys were 5th and 6th. If I'm not mistaken, Sketch started 9th. And Tipson will lead the first lap at 1:15.5. Ooh, the Toro teammates look like they hit tires there. As Sketch gets by Keegan. Take a look at the battle up front from Josh's perspective. Haig a bit wide there. Not enough room for Josh to sneak a peek. Not a very good overtaking corner anyway. And Cheater up to 11th now. And Bliss by Tipson for the lead. putting the DRS to good use. No, Tipson with the DRS. Oh, it looks like... Oh, there's a Ferrari coming in the pit already, and Tipson back into the lead. As it's Haig pitting. No wing change? No DRS for Fraggle, but not enough to get there. Similar fast lap race. Sketch is up 5 places to 4th already. And this is an easy one stop this race. Because I think I took my hard tires yesterday 27 laps and they were only on like 48% when I pit. Sketch is catching Josh. There's the first penalty of the race. Keen, 3 seconds. Josh is all over Fraggle. pretty much everybody's just playing follow the leader at this point. It's trying to stay in the DRS train. Chain is 9 cars deep. Is Josh gonna try it? No. Josh from a few seasons ago would have tried that definitely. There he goes. Fraggle goes a little wide there. Can Josh take advantage? No, he can't. Josh on the inside. I didn't see any contact there, and Fraggle just went in the grass. I don't know what happened there. But Keen will get, or sorry, Sketch will get by as well. Keen trying to get by. Sketch gets by Josh. Unfortunately, I was on his teammate because I thought he was going to get by Bliss first. But Sketch up in the second. Grumpy with a penalty, it appears. Yep. I got a stinking can of soda, like right there where the name is for the penalties. Oh. Got a little cluster going on back here. Grumpy taking a peek. And Grumpy gets by Connor. They've had some pretty good battles over the last couple of seasons against each other between F4 last season and F5 this season. Always clean against each other. Sketch fast lap of the race. Connor DRS around the outside of Grumpy. And now Grumpy with the DRS. Connor will win the battle for now. And Steven's knocking on the door. He said he wants a piece of this battle for 7th. Also trying to secure some much-needed points for Williams. His teammates got the most important one. Steven's trying to work his way through to pick up some more. Those Toro guys have been really tough to beat this season. And Sketch just back-to-back fastest laps, man. That's what we all came to see this week. Williams versus Toro for the lead. Simo. Oh, never mind. Kane pits. Everybody gets by Kane. Brandon with a penalty. As he is trying to make his way into making us a 4-car battle for 7th. Interesting, Kane went to the hards. Pretty sure the mediums can make it to the end. Oh, Steven! Oh, no! That was quite ambitious from Steven, trying to put a move on Grumpy there, and collects Brandon. Oh my god, almost got Blue Mosquito as well. Blue Mosquito must have pooed his pants right there. And surely Steven will have to pit. As those old softs getting spun around like that, not going to be good for the tire wear. Simo into pits. Kane with another penalty. That's 2 for him now. And Steven into the pits. Brandon into the pits. Interesting. Brandon on the hards. The mediums will make it to the end from here. Would be surprised to see Sketch pit here. Looks like he's used about everything he could out of them softs. He stays out. Grumpy with another penalty. And counter pits. Cheater pits. Brandon has called it quits, I guess. And there it is. Sketch into the pits. And he's 5 second speeding penalty for Sketch. I was going to say, he's trying to go for the undercut and Tipson, but I think he just cost himself the win right there. Tried to get as much as he could before the line and just couldn't get it slowed down. Alright, Josh is in, Grumpy is in. Let's go down to Keane, who's battling Haig here. If Haig can make it maybe 5 more laps on those tires, which he should easily do, he could go softs to the end. Bliss speeding in the pits as well, jeez. Sketch has to back out on Blue Mosquito. There's Tipson's into the pits, and you can see Tipson coming out of the pits right now. Gonna be interesting here. Oh, geez. And Sketch into the lead. Now he has to gap Tipson by 5 seconds. Yellow flag in Sector 1. Who could it be? It's Never Miss, actually. Didn't notice that he DNF'd. That leaves 12 drivers remaining. Tipson looks like he should be able to get this move done on Blue Mosquito. Crappy camera angle as usual. Josh goes fastest lap at 11.5 as he's battling Keane. Conroy a 3-second penalty. And Tipson gets by for the lead as he gets past the lap of the race in the same motion. Josh gets by Haig. And Sketch with a DRS. Not gonna go for it. Meanwhile, oh, and Josh gets dumped. Josh gets dumped by Kian. Or according to what my camera saw, but who knows what his point of view is. Because you know how that goes. Might be a different point of view from both of them on that one, other than what I see. But it looked like he hooked him and sent him around. Oh, Sketch just faking a move there. What Sketch needs to do is force Tipson somehow into 6 seconds of penalties. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a pretty good move there. Tipson coming back strong. But Sketch into the lead for now. Tipson has shown he's had a faster car going up the hill, at least. And there it is. Tipson into turn 1 with a helicopter cam. Job done. Sketch will have the DRS here, though. They're just going to keep trading the rest of the race, I think. Sketch to the outside for turn 4. A little lag there. As I believe Grumpy is the cause of that yellow flag, as he is now almost 7 seconds behind Josh. Looks like he's too far back there, so we'll go to Bliss and see what he's up to with Key in here. Oh no! Oh no! That's on you. That on the Fraggle. That is definitely on you. Starting to get awfully cloudy out there, but as was stated in the chat before, it's just gonna stay clouds. No rain for this race. It is getting gloomy though. Hey, you never know. You never know with Codemasters on this game. I mean, here comes Sketch up the hill. He'll save his move for the DRS straight. Sketch got the fastest lap that time around. And Sketch into the lead until the next DRS stretch. Oh, Tipson's gonna get him here. And Blue Mosquito pits from the hards. He will easily go to the softs here. Little wheel bang in there. And Sketch, I believe he's the first driver in the last 5 laps to actually defend that corner. They've just been flip-flopping. So Blue Mosquito will come back on track in 9th on the soft tires. He is 24 seconds behind the leaders. He is 16 seconds off the podium. We'll see what he can do with 12 laps to go. And here goes Tipson. And Hake pits, so he'll go for the softs to the end as well. Simmel's knocking on the door for a podium. Tipson trying to pull away a little bit. And that explains that. Fastest lap of the race for Tipson. It looks like Sketch is saving ERS. Penalty for Haig. So soft tire is carrying too much speed for Haig as he's cutting corners. Sketch will get back to within 3/10 again. Josh for the penalty. Grumpy into the pits, perhaps looking for fastest lap. Oh man, sketch out of nowhere here. Wow. Move done pretty easily there. Now he's gonna have to defend against the hard charging Tipson, because it's Tipson's turn for DRS now. Similar to penalty. Whoa. Tipson catching the part of the curb during the braking. That will send the car to skidding every time. Mr. Grumpy with another penalty. So we're coming up to 6 laps to go. These guys have been pretty much within a second of each other for the last, I don't know, say about 18, 20 laps. Sketch started 9th. He needs to get 5 seconds. He still has that 5-second penalty. But neither one of these guys can break the DRS. Oh, that worked out perfect for Tipson. He got the pass done and he got DRS. That's how you defend that. And Bliss is pitting now. Sketch not close enough this time, as there's 5 laps to go. Blue Mosquitoes catching Josh little by little there. Simo, I believe. Maybe not.
I just noticed Connor's in 5th. Keane has a few penalties. Simmel has 1 at least. I have not seen Connor's name pop up. Sketch into the lead again. 3.5 laps to go. Three laps to go. Blue Mosquito attacking Josh. Hello, Sparks. Bliss with a corner cut penalty. Blue Mosquito by Josh. For 6th. Back to the battle for the lead. 2 laps to go. Tipson back to the front. It's looking good for Connor for that 3rd place. Simmel has a penalty. Keane has multiple, plus he latched on to Josh here, so he might be getting an after-race penalty as well. Tipson will bring him to what we would call in America the white flag. 1 lap to go in Brazil. Tipson looked like it went a bit wide there, but recovered well. Sketch does have the 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit, so Tipson will most likely win the race. Bliss has DNF'd. Even if Grumpy catches Cheater, I think he has too many penalties. Sketch was as close to the gearbox as you could be without hitting someone. Here to go, final sector. Unless something crazy happens, Tipson will be your winner. Sketch will finish 2nd. Sketch will most likely get him to the line. Sketch gets him to the line, but he has the 5-second penalty. And Tipson is your winner. Keane will cross the line in 3rd, but who knows where he'll finish. Simmel gets 3rd. Connor 4th, he had a penalty as well. Blue Mosquito only a 2nd behind Keane. Josh in 8th after getting spun out. Steven gets 9th. 2 more points for Williams. Cheater will bring home the last points for Alpha. That would have been probably one of the closest finishes in PSGL if you didn't have that 5-second penalty, because you guys were side by side at the line. Let's see what it is. What was the gap? The gap was 6 thousandths. You beat him to the line by 6 thousandths. So final rundown of the order. Tipson is your winner. Much needed win for Williams to get back into the fight with Toro. Sketch in 2nd. Simo in 3rd. Connor in 4th. Keen in 5th. Pending. Blue Mosquito in 6th. Hagen 7th. Josh in 8th. Steven in 9th. And Cheater rounding out the top 10. So we'll get Tipson, Sketch, and Simo in for the interviews. And there he is. Alright, I'll give Tipson a second or two to get in here. Make sure you guys have your voices allowed to be shared. Alright, well, I guess Tipson's not coming in. Congratulations to Tipson on his 3rd win of the season and his 6th podium, as he will extend his points lead. But we will move on to our 2nd place finisher, who crossed the line ahead of Tipson by 6 thousandths of a second. And that would be Sketch.
Yeah.
Other than the pit mistake of 1 mile an hour, it was pretty much a flawless race from you, and it was a hell of a battle up front. Take us through your race.
Yeah, that's going to be one of the best battles I've had in quite a while in league racing. Yeah, the pit mistake was, I thought I had it, and then, 1 mile an hour cost it. But, yeah, it is what it is. I thought I had good race pace. I overfueled my car to get a better launch off the line, and I overtook Grumpy before we even crossed the start-finish line, so from there it was kind of just try and make way from everyone. So, Yeah.
You look like you picked your way through the field pretty easily until you got up to tips, and then you guys couldn't break each other's DRS, and I was just trading back and forth the rest of the race.
Yeah, I probably would have had a different strategy if I never got the 5 seconds, because I knew I had the 5-second penalty, so I probably would have tried to stay in front of Timpson, but I kept on trying to go back to second just to see the gap to third. Now, once I knew that was alright, then it was like, okay, I'll just try and fight and see where I would have got, and yeah, photo finish near enough across the line. But yeah, still good points for us though.
Yep, exactly. It's hell of a drive, and once again, congratulations on second place.
Thank you.
And now we move on to third place. My good old buddy, the admin of GT Sport, Simo.
Yeah, long time no speak, Matt.
I know. Every time I put the camera on you in F1, you spin. So it's good to see you on the podium.
Well, I guess I was off camera tonight with her.
Yeah, actually, you were. First podium in quite a while, I think.
A long time, yes.
How's it feel?
Oh, it's great. Yeah, it was weird. I mean, I didn't really do much practice, but I mean, it's Brazil, so we all know Brazil anyway.
Yeah.
And so time trial seemed competitive early on. Got probably I think my best quality of the year. And just thought if I just keep it clean, I think I've got the right strategy. Just to see what happens. And a couple of guys spun in front of me and benefited from Key, and I think going onto the wrong tyre and also picking up some more penalties. So gifted me a podium. I nearly had him a couple of times, but I think he had more straight line speed, so it was like trying to overtake a Ferrari. It just wasn't happening down the straight, so I thought I was just going to stick with it, and if it was fourth, it was fourth. But yeah, really happy to pick that one up.
Yeah, I did mention it. I think either you guys pitted on the same lap or one lap apart, and I know you went to the softs and he went to the hards. And I remember the strategy that was given to me for last night was softs to mediums, so I was actually shocked to see people going to the hards at the end there.
Yeah, I think he came in about, was it like 30, and I think I came in 15. So I was probably one of the earliest onto the soft, which didn't actually have much, not soft, medium.
Yeah.
Still on last year's tyre colours. But it didn't seem to have much of an undercut anyway, so yeah, it worked nicely for me, say, and then that hard definitely seemed to slow him down because he's a lot faster than me normally. So.
Yeah, well, it's good to see you on the podium again, and hopefully we'll see you again before the end of the season.
You and, yeah, at some point next year maybe.
You never know.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, that will be it for F5 from Brazil. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night for F2 and F1 at 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. UK time, respectively, to round out the week of Brazil. And you could catch F5 again next Sunday on the channel from Japan, I believe. I think. Yeah, Japan. So
Yeah, Japan.
that's
our home race as well. Well, engine supplier home race.
There you go. And Simo has bad memories of Japan.
Japan, yeah, it's been painful. I've had good days and bad days in Japan. Although I spun on both those days. But...
Sometimes you get a good spin, sometimes you get a bad spin.
You do.
But anyway, everyone have a good week. Take care and stay safe.